Hello, my Virgo soul family. How are you? Welcome to Tarot by Tosh. I am so glad that you are here. I hope that this reading brings you some joy, some love, some confirmations of some messages that maybe you've already been feeling. And I hope that it finds you well. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me through this journey that I have started. Before we get started, I always do a little prayer. So we're going to start there and then I'm going to dive right in for you guys. Okay. So calling in my higher self, my spirit guides, my ancestors, 5D and above. Please let me be a clear channel for my Virgo soul family today. Please show us the cards that we need to see regarding their situation. And we thank you in advance that these messages are ones that are divinely guided from you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. All right, Virgo. Virgo, I'm not going to lie. I feel a little bit of a heaviness in my chest. So I feel like some of you guys are kind of fighting through some almost anxious energy right now. It feels very kind of anxiety ridden. But we're going to get into this and see what is going on for my Virgos. Okay, so there's inner truth is the first card out. So I think that you guys are searching for truth, searching for wisdom, and learning to trust your inner truths, right? And then you guys got unconditional love. Okay, so that's heart chakra energy, which is interesting because that's kind of the area that I'm feeling the heaviness. So maybe there's been some issues in the love department as of late, and we're going to dive right into that. At the bottom of the deck is commitment. Okay, so let's dive into the tarot and see what in the world is going on here, Virgo. Okay. I almost feel like you just feel like things just aren't going the way that you have planned for them. And I feel like the universe is saying they're not going the way you planned on purpose. It's very interesting. Like they're like, hey, they're not like that's not the way we designed this one for you. For my Virgos, please. I'm going to pull 4 to start. Okay, Virgo. Oof, the Devil card is the first card out. All right. The 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords is the last card in this line of cards here. So here's the thing. I feel like you have had addiction, anxieties, codependencies. There's been manipulation. There's been there's telling me like a power struggle. Okay. I feel like this has been kind of swirling around you, but I feel like you're starting to be like, you know what? I'm good on my own. I don't need this crap. I'm walking away. I'm running away. In fact, I'm running away from the deception, right? I'm taking my 5 swords and I'm leaving. That's what this guy's doing, right? This does very much so mean deception, though, or, you know, somebody stealing something from you or feeling like you've, you know, been, somebody's been stealing from you, rather. Can't get the words out of my mouth today for some reason. But I do feel like there's this really beautiful, like, okay, I'm here on my own and I'm good on my own energy in between this. And I feel like you're somewhere between, okay, I know this is toxic and I know this is manipulation and control and I'm good on my own. I still feel like you're kind of somewhere in between this energy. So we're going to dive a little further in here. We're going to pull 4 more and see what's going on. Well, those came out quite quick. Okay. Ooh, I got the 10 of Cups. Yep, the Star card. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, that's very telling. I have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. So when I look at this, I do feel like you've gotten very strict. I feel like you're just cutting people out left and right. I feel like you're really doing the healing work, right, with the Star. This is massive, like generational trauma, generational healing that you're doing right now, and you're working towards really working from like being good on your own to like this happy family energy. That's what this is. But I feel like you've really had to like cut people out and cut things loose and cut people loose, right, in order to get to that energy space where you can usher in this happiness. Okay, let's pull 4 more. And I'm going to pull some oracle cards here for you, Virgo. It's such a, I see it happening all around me, and I know this is not right, but I gotta get the hell out of here. That's what I feel like. And I feel like you are. I feel like you've started that massive healing, right? Let's see. At the bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. I have, this is the order they came out in. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So interesting. I have the Queen of Pentacles here. I have the King of Pentacles here. So that's a true match, right? I have the King of Swords here. I have the Queen of Swords here. That's a true match. Okay. So I do feel like you do have a partner coming in that's going to usher in this Ten of Cups, but it's not going to come when you haven't been doing the healing work. And I feel, Virgo, like you have been doing the healing work. That's for sure. And so I feel like you are requiring reciprocity, right? This is going to really bring in a lot of happiness and joy. And I feel like the universe is really guiding this, right? They're showing me the stars here. They're showing me the kind of like, it's not really stars, but it for me, it looked like stars above her head, but it's really her crown, right? And so I do feel like you have a really beautiful relationship ushering in. I feel like you are letting go, like I said, of this toxicity and this manipulation and control, and you're really moving into this really beautiful, like, relationship with somebody else. I feel like there's going to be a lot of talk about this relationship. Like they're showing words, right? And so I feel like there's a lot of that talking that's going to be happening here. And I feel like this is going to happen. So they're telling me, okay, I don't typically like to do this. You're going to be receiving there's going to be a lot of communication over the next week about this. Okay. A lot of communication over the next week about this. That's really interesting. I feel like you're almost going to feel overwhelmed with this communication, Virgo, but just hang in there. I feel like this person likes to talk about their feelings a lot, and this is not something that you like to do a lot, but they're going to let it all. They're showing me cards on the table, like literally cards on the table. So I feel like this person's going to make it very, very known what their intentions with you are. But I feel like this is your true match, and I feel like it's going to usher in happiness after you've been in a not so nice, not so healing relationship in the past. Let's pull some of these cards here. Pull some oracle cards. Okay, so the first one is higher power. So just know that the universe is working on your behalf. They're also showing me how, like, there's this very real focus on the third eye chakra, which is your intuition. Trust your intuition as you're going through this. You got TikTok, which is divine timing being at play in your life. Whenever I see this, I always feel like the universe is like, all right, here it is. Da, 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 right? And so I feel like that's what the universe is saying. Like, okay, fine. You've done the work. You've done what you needed to do. Here it is. You earned it, right? And you got flexible. And so I feel like the universe is saying, hey, stay flexible with this person. Again, I feel like they're going to kind of push you outside of your comfort zone a little bit. And that's okay because we never grow in comfort, right? And at the bottom of my deck is breathe. So whenever you're feeling that overwhelming energy from this other person, just remember to return back to your breath. I feel like that's been an omen for a lot of the readings that I've done this week. It's like, just breathe. Just breathe through it. You're going to be okay. Okay. All right. Soul family, there's a lot of healing energy in the life force cycle that is your breath. Okay. Let's pull some Kipper cards and see what Kipper has to say to you, my Virgos. All right. For Virgo, please. I have concern. Now, this is an older man that's concerned. So maybe there's an older man of, well, let me pull the rest of these first before I say that out loud. Yeah, look at that. The Lovers. And Courthouse. Okay. When I pulled this, normally this means that there's a loss, like there's something legal going on. But immediately when I pulled that, I heard go into the chapel and we're gonna get married. Okay. So some of you guys, like I said, this is your true match. We have the Lovers. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. We have the King and Queen of Swords, right? I do feel like there is some concern over this relationship with an older male that doesn't necessarily like approve, but I feel like this is what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like this is a soul level relationship that needs to be nurtured. They're saying to pull 2 more, which is very different from any of the other readings. So Virgo, let's see what the universe has. Shut your mouth. Change came out. And toil and labor. So I feel like you guys have kind of been working for these changes in this relationship for a while. And look, at the bottom of the deck is the mature man. So I feel like the masculine energy in this situation, in this relationship in particular, has really had to do some maturing to get to this level. And I think that's maybe why this older man, like I said, I feel like grandfather, father, even maybe ancestors, I don't know, but definitely grandfather for sure has some concerns over this, or father figure. But just know that this guy has done some maturing, right? But that's so funny when they sing to me and give me songs. It's so interesting. All right, hold on just a minute. Let's go ahead and pull from my mermaids, and then I'm going to pull some advice and some I am affirmation cards. This is really a beautiful energy, but it feels challenging at the same time. So I want you to make sure that you're staying grounded. I do feel like this person does have this very unconditional love, but just don't, if it becomes toxic, or you feeling like it's toxic, just get out of there. We don't stay in toxicity, right? All right, I have the return of Aphrodite, temple birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, and treating as sacred. So I do think that this is a very sacred relationship. I'm always very drawn to the key in her hand on this, and they're showing me the bird on her finger, like the white dove. So if you are highly spiritual, white doves is a sign of purity. So I do feel like this is something that we need to, remain pure in spirit while we kind of travel through here. So, don't get too caught up in past or future, but stay very present. You got time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, and time alone. So, for me, this is always, if you're needing that time to really reevaluate the situation, because I feel like there's this hot and cold energy with it. I feel like if you need to take your time and take your space, and again, maybe this masculine has had to take some space, right? To really figure this out, that's okay. Because that time out brings awareness to situations that you may not have seen before, okay? Let me pull one more of these. They're saying change though I'm holding this. That's weird. Okay. Okay, so the magic of the Kohelan Druid. Okay, so caution, secrecy, and wary. So this is interesting because I do feel like there are some things that the universe is getting ready to show you about this relationship. I don't feel like it's bad, but I do feel like it's something that you and this person are going to have to work through. I will also say, Virgo, that I think that you already know what this is. I think you have I think you have an idea of what this is, but you don't have the full truth yet. So just know that truth is going to come out, and then you're going to be able to make this contemplation. But this is a soul level contract with somebody else, right? On the bottom of the deck is a drift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. So this is taking your hands off of things and going with the flow and just letting the universe work on your behalf and bring these things forward to you, okay? I'm going to pull some advice for you guys and then some I am affirmations. It's very push-pull, Virgo, and I hate to label things, but I do feel like this is soul level, a soul level relationship. And maybe it's not even with a romantic relationship. It could literally be with, a brother, sister, a mother, father. It could be with any of those. So for my Virgos, please, advice. All right, you guys got friendship. Nurture your relationships, okay? So give it the time that you feel like you need, but don't lose yourself while you're giving other people time, right? Always make sure that you are okay first. Okay, these both came out for Leo. So if you're dealing with a Leo, this is a very real reading for you, and some of these same cards came out for Leo as well. But children, know that your children are protected. So if you don't have children, know that you could have these like spiritual babies, right? Or these things that you're birthing spiritually, and just know that those ideas, those feelings, those next situations are safe. But if you have physical children that you're concerned about, know that they are being protected by the divine. They're showing me like an ancestral ring of like warrior women with children in the middle. If you've seen that, I don't know why they're showing me that, but there's like 2 kids in the middle and like this warrior women or warrior women around it. So know that there's ancestral protection around your children right now. Okay. And then I got new beginnings. Begin your new life. Okay. So again, there is this new beginning coming, but I think you're about to find out some things that are going to usher in this new beginning. They may not feel good at first, Virgo, but hang in there and really allow the universe to kind of take hold as you're going through this. Okay. Don't put your hands in it too much. At the bottom of the deck is animal bond. Stand up for all animals. So if you have animals, maybe they are alerting you to some things, or also just bringing you comfort during this time. I know we have 2 pups in this house, and they're ESA dogs. They're emotional support animals, and they can be very healing. And I feel like the universe put them in our lives for a reason. And I think for any of you guys that have animals, they're going to help you heal through this as well, okay? But I do feel like you guys have a big, huge healing process coming through. Know that healing can be really, really difficult, but know that you do have the unconditional love of the universe on your side, okay? For my Virgos, please. We're going to take 3 I am affirmation cards. All right, so the first one out is I am limitless. I remove my self-inflicted boundaries to reach my fullest potential. Again, new beginnings coming in. You got I am resilient. I have the power to bounce back from any situation. So again, if this has been one where you're exiting a situation, or you're seeing all this, manipulation, control, conflict, whatever around you, you are resilient. You do have the power to bounce back. Your last one that came out is I am triumphant. I celebrate all victories, big and small. Okay. Make sure that you celebrate yourself as you're going through this healing process, because I do feel like there's a very real healing process that's getting ready to happen for you, Virgo. And I feel like it's a huge deal to be kind to yourself while you're going through. You had another one flipped up on top of the deck, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you guys. I am present. I breathe into this perfect moment without fear of the future or regret of the past. Interesting. They're talking about the breath here again, right? So if you're not into breath work, please look into it. I feel like it's going to help you through this healing phase that you're getting ready to go through. And at the bottom of the deck is I am grounded. I have a strong foundation on which to build my dreams. Okay. Virgo, I love this for you. I know that healing and shadow work can be hard, but just know that it's going to be so worth it on the other side of this. I'm going to leave this here. Please leave me comments so I can read through them and respond and interact with you guys in the comment section. I like to do that. But yeah, I hope that this helps. I hope that this brings some clarity to what you're going through. And I wish you nothing but the best of this healing, because I know that healing can be difficult. It doesn't have to be, but it can be, right? Always remember, be honest, be silly, be kind. And remember that love is an action word. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the energy exchange. I appreciate you guys so much, Virgo. I love you guys. Namaste.